sofa score says 9. Would be 10 if the ops went. My sofa score says 9. Would be 10 if the op. 110 on my wrist, I'm thriving. Caught by Clint, I went skydiving. My London heat map's crazy, I wish that it worked. I can't go back.
Yo, what's going on YouTube? Welcome back to another video. So today we're at Muscle Hut and I'm going to be taking you guys through a back and biceps workout. But aside from that, I'm going to be teaching you how to train for aesthetics. A lot of you guys are training like powerlifters, which don't make sense if you're trying to get bigger. Bodybuilding is training for aesthetics, the look. You got a V-taper, lean body fat percentage. If you're gonna look like this, here's what you gotta do, man. But before we get into the workout, we take our supplements. Today on the menu, we got the Legion Pulse Non-Stim Pre-Workout. So this is great on them days like today, where I need a little bit of an energy boost, but I don't wanna take my caffeine, you feel me? Got work to do, let's get it. So to start off the workout, we're gonna do some barbell rows, and I've recently introduced this into my routine because if you didn't know, I got a lower back spasm. Your boy recently got injured, so I've been prescribed this by the person I'm working with on my rehab to add in movements that help me stabilize my hip, and this is a great movement to do that. Form is the main thing, so when I'm doing this, I should be feeling it in my middle back, obviously my lats, your rear delts. Again, you're rowing. When you hit rows, you're gonna feel your rear delts. Yeah, let's get it, man. Lightweight. So you see there, when I got to that 9th rep, that's when my form broke down. So I'd say I basically took that set 2 failure. Another thing that you boys want to be doing is make sure that you're tracking your workout. So I like to say, look, if you really want something, if you want something bad enough, you're going to cut the bullshit. You're not going to make excuses. You're going to do the things that might seem long. You're going to make it a habit, a routine. So I track every single fucking workout. Been doing this for almost 5 years now, and it's been really helpful because there's going to be a lot of days when you don't want to train hard. If you are tracking what you did last week or the last session, all you got to do is go a little bit more. You can do a few more reps. You can up the weight, but that is going to make sure you're always progressively overloading, and that's a key for building muscle and training for aesthetics. You need to be going up in weight each week, ideally. That could be like 1.25, 2.5 kg. Them little plates matter too, but you need to make sure you're just pushing yourself, and this is something that keeps me on track, man. So now I'm gonna go up. You see, that's another important thing is your rep ranges. So me, I'm heavy on that. Any like exercise I do, I'm ideally never gonna do more than 15. You can still build a good amount of muscle, training anywhere between 6 to 15 reps. If you like doing a lot of reps, do a lot of reps. If you don't, bring it down. But the most important thing is training to failure, and training really needs a failure. So now we're gonna be doing a lat pull down. And this is like kind of like a mag grip, but the metal version. If you have this at the gym, you should use it because it's very great and it makes the exercise a lot more optimal. But essentially, the big mistake a lot of people make when they train their back is you're pulling with your hands. I know it makes sense to do that because you're grabbing something, you're gonna think to pull with your hand, but you should be pulling with your elbow. Look at my elbow right now. This is me pulling with my elbow. This is me pulling with my hand. You see the difference? When I'm pulling with my elbow, I'm more in that plane that's actually gonna activate my lats, right? So I want you to remember that when you're doing this, and that's why I like to brace before I do a lat pull down. So let me show you an example. Once I'm here, I'm already activating my lats. My elbows are in position. And once I'm here, my legs are tucked under. Drive on my elbows, you see that? That's it. Now be so real, form is a bit subjective where this works perfectly for me. But if you want to add a slight lean to it, you want to do full range of motion, all that shit makes minute differences. Just do the one that you feel the most. But when our final set, doing a calm little, what's that, bro, 100. So now we're moving over to the lat pullover. I've been doing this for the last 2 years consistently, and it's a great movement to target your lower lats and get that development. So it's quite easy to perform. It's similar to a row. The most important thing is gonna be that starting position. In terms of your grip on the bar, this is not typically the bar I use a shorter one, but this is the only one they have. But you wanna be, I'll say, yeah, shoulder width apart of your hands. From here, just pulling towards my leg, like my quad, and back up. Yeah. That's it, man. The rep ranges are not the most important thing. I think you man focus on reps too much because you misunderstand what reps are for. Reps are not for you choose a number where you stop. You choose a range in which you get to failure towards the end of the range. That's how you're gonna build muscle, man. Big difference. I'm almost maxing out the whole thing. That's how every set should look, pushing yourself close to that failure mark, man. All right, now we're gonna do strength, so we're back here. Quick one, we got to do a fit check for you boys, 'cause I need to remind you that I'm sponsored by Young LA. So right now we got the Young LA Gold's Gym Stringer, the Young LA Original Sweats that just came out a few days ago. And then obviously, you know me, I like to wear my Nike cages, kind of like my gym creps right now. And if you do wanna get some Young LA clothing to keep you warm in the gym and outside of the gym, because you boys have been going crazy using my code, so I wanna say thank you. And I've been posting a lot of lifestyle pictures to show you guys that they got great lifestyle clothing as well. Make sure to use discount code Ramel to save and support. I appreciate all you boys that have been running up my code for them orders. And yeah, man, let's just keep supporting each other, you feel me? All right, but now we're gonna move on to the last exercise for our back, which is gonna be strugs. And this is gonna target your traps. So a lot of people like to pull that card up, oh, I don't like training traps, it doesn't make me aesthetic. However, I've really been focusing on my traps this year. And as you can tell, like, it works, bro. It looks a lot better than before. Now my traps have got good development so that now when I flex my back, you can see them. Another thing I'm gonna start doing probably next year is training my neck, like actual pause, by the way. Pause, because I know some of these men in the comments, man, they're gonna get onto me. But yeah, I'm gonna start training my neck, so like getting weights and like whatever like that, because that does make you look more attractive and aesthetic, in my opinion. But yeah, we're gonna do this for our traps. I used to do the dumbbell, but I prefer the barbell way more because there's a lot more room for progression. Because as you can imagine, with a barbell in my dumbbell in my gym, you can only go up to 50 kg. Here, I can go up to like 400 kg. Obviously, I'm not gonna be able to do that, but that's my point. You can. Some of you guys might be built like that. So we're gonna slap on 100 kg and then get to work. I'm looking kind of, yeah, carved up, man. This is why I tell you guys as well, like, it's so important that you get carbs in your system. My pump would not be looking like this right now if I weren't eating carbs, because when you train, your body's using glycogen to pull from your muscles to give you that energy. So you need to be getting your carbs in, man. So important. And obviously, when we train for aesthetics, we're obviously talking about what we do in the gym, but outside of the gym, your diet is as important as your training. In fact, I would argue it's more important. Your recovery, how much you're sleeping, how hard you're dieting, all these things matter way more than what you're doing in the gym. So bear that in mind as well. But look, we're gonna hit this now. I'm gonna show you the form. Let's get it. So let's run that back. Once I'm here, from my quad, gonna drive up. And again, you wanna make sure you're like pulling with your traps. So it's not a thing of I'm doing this, you know, I'm controlling the rep, pulling with my traps, not my shoulders. Cool. Another thing, boys, make sure you're drinking your blood clot water. Bro, you watching? When's the last time you drank water, bro? Because you need to make sure you're staying hydrated. Me, when I first started training, I'd barely drink water. I was thinking, why am I feeling tired, fatigued, low energy in the gym? I wasn't getting my water in, man. So it's so important you stay on top of it. Minimum 2 liters a day. Someone like myself, I drink 4 liters a day most days. But you gotta get it in, man, especially when you're training. So now we're gonna move on to the last part of the workout, which is gonna be the biceps. You know, you wanna get bigger biceps, work on that head. Let's get it. We're gonna leave that one there. All right, cool. So, you know I gotta get that good lighting. This is the mistake a lot of men do when they do bicep curls, yeah? You're doing this shit. Like, you're bare swinging, there's no control. We don't want that. You wanna essentially bring your lats back, your elbows back, and from here, you are going to curl. You see when I just done that curl right now, I wasn't swinging my arm up. I was kind of just naturally letting my arm hang by its side, and I'm bringing up. That's how you want to perform a bicep curl. So now, you want to do that obviously on both arms. Typically when I do a bicep curl though, I kind of like go into it like this. So instead of just coming up, I'm like twisting the dumbbell and I'm curling towards me. Twisting the dumbbell, curling towards me. When we do these curls, like I showed you obviously when I was just training now, your elbow, you want to keep it tucked in as much as possible. So you're not doing this where your elbow is coming up, because when you do that, it's taking away activation from your biceps. You want to keep it like this, essentially like that. So my elbow is tucked in. Gonna let my back hang. And again, the whole elbow point I mentioned, we're driving straight up. Elbows back down, straight up. You see right now, no momentum is being used. This is all my bicep. Up, down. And even that, it's really good if you can squeeze at the top as well. And then when your biceps start to give up, that's when you can stop and switch to the single arm. Just one at a time.
God damn.
Woo. But yeah, man, that's the workout today. Back and biceps wrapped up. You know, we done our thing. And listen, man, if you like these joggers or any other clothing I'm wearing in my videos, remember, Young LA discount code Ramel to support and save. Reminder on the supplements as well. Legion Athletics code Ramel. You know, you might want to get some creatine, multivitamins, fish oils, ashwagandha. Ashwagandha is going to make you chill, that chill guy. Cortisol is important, man. Make sure you keep your cortisol low, your stress levels low. You're going to feel a lot better as a man. But yeah, man, hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. If you want to work with me one-to-one, link in the description to get at me. And yeah, just keep it posted. I'm going to be back here with another video soon. And remember, the momentum you have today, carry it on towards the new year. If you have a certain goal or a dream that you're chasing, don't say, oh, I'm going to start new year 1st of January. Start today, bro. That momentum's going to carry you into the new year and you're going to have a great start. Keep it locked in. I'm going to catch you on another upload soon, man.